my dear friends, welcome for the 7th episode of the Magic of Coding Phonics Kannada tutorials. A hearty welcome to all of you, and in this episode we are going to discuss about the basic concepts that the child or any learner will have to learn in order to read in Kannada effortlessly, write in Kannada effectively. So these are some basic concepts which all of us are learning. Yes, when we learned Kannada, the concepts were same. There isn't any new concept. It is definitely not about reinventing the wheel, right? So, but let us understand, if the concepts have remained same, then why has the result changed? Why kids are unable to achieve foundational literacy in Kannada? So we'll have to think about that. But before, let us revise the basic concepts the child must know before starting reading and writing in Kannada. So here are the basic concepts. The first one is swaramala, the vartaksharas from a to aha. These are 15 letters, out of which 13 are swaraksharas and the last 2 letters are yoga vahaka. So we know that, and in this, when it comes to the pronunciation, there are 2 types. One is hrasva swara and the other one is dirgha swara. So this is the first stage of learning, and it is swaramale, hrasva swara, dirgha swara and yoga vahaka. After completing these 4 concepts, the next concept to learn is vyanjana male. Yes, these are the blended letters from ka to la. The child will have to learn all the 34 letters of vyanjana male, and in this vyanjana male, the child should also learn cased vyanjana male, that is vargiya vyanjana, non-cased, that is avargiya vyanjana, and the pronunciation depend upon 3 more categories, that is alpa prana, mahapranaakshara and anunasikagalu. So these are the categories that the child will have to learn. And the next one is, yes, the next stage of learning after swaras and vyanjanas are kagunitaksharagalu, and this makes quite a big portion of Kannada literacy, because the child will have to now frame gunitaksharas for 34 vyanjanakshara. And how many gunitaksharas? 15 for each. So what can the number reach to? 34 vyanjana into 15 gunitas. That makes it 480. So 15 swaras, 34 vyanjana and 480 kagunitaksharagalu. So even if we consider as characters, you will notice that the child must keep all these characters in his brain in order to read and write Kannada effortlessly. And the next stage, after completing kagunitaksharas, the child will have to get familiarized with the vartakshara, and for all the 34 vyanjanakshara, we have vartakshara adding 34 more vartakshara. So now you see the total here, it has already crossed 600, 550 to 600 characters are already there. And what happens now? Can it stop here? No, not at all, because when it comes to vartakshara, there are again 2 categories. One is swajati vartakshara and the second one is vijati vartakshara, and the vijati vartakshara has different permutations and combinations of letters. It can be ka blending with ra, ya blending with ra, ga blending with ta. So the combination can vary and the number can become, it can be inversely, how we can consider this, the number can exceed any counted numbers because of the different permutation and combination. So with all these things, the total may come up to 700 or more than 700 characters. You can see the count here, right? So the characters can be more than 700, and our little ones from the age of 5 will have to keep all these characters in its brain. Only then the child can read without any error, write without any spelling mistake. Have we attained this foundational literacy? Have we achieved this result? No. We all know that we haven't achieved this result. Then what is the reason? Yes, these are the concepts, basic concepts, and to add to this concept, arkavattu. Yes, arkavattu is one more sign that the child will have to know and understand how to use, where to use. The child should be able to know this sign in reading and writing. So you can see the total again. Once the child is clear with all these concepts, only then they can achieve foundational literacy. And with the result that we all are holding today, it is very clear, it is very evident that the child has not understood these concepts, right? Just look at it. Yes, the child has not understood any of these concepts, and we are promoting them to the next level, that is 4th standard, 5th standard. And now you understood how this gap is increasing day by day by day. So my dear friends, we only discussed about the basic concepts. Now we'll have to go in depth and understand in each level what is the difficulty for the child. So even before understanding what is the difficulty, we need to understand who finds it difficult. You heard me right. Who is finding it difficult to learn Kannada? Of course, our young learners. Of course, our students. Of course, anybody willing to learn Kannada. But is it their bodies? No. So, my dear friends, just imagine yourself in a classroom having 20-30 kids. And how do you see each kid? Some are tall, some are short, fair, dark, plumpy, thin, lean. There are different type of kids. It is none of their bodies that is learning Kannada. It is this magical organ. We all know this magical organ. This is human brain. The brains inside our head is learning Kannada or should learn Kannada. And if somebody has failed, then who has failed? This organ. So this organ has failed to achieve or failed to understand or failed to, failed to write, failed to understand, then what should we do? How should we make this organ understand Kannada and learn Kannada is the next topic in our next episode. So I request each one of you to please subscribe so that you get a notification, right? You get a notification whenever our new video launches. So you will have to watch this in order to understand how the brain functions. And also, after you subscribing, what is that you will have to do next? Yes, you will have to share with this anybody who is willing to learn Kannada, anybody finding Kannada as a difficult language. So in a couple of more classes, we are starting the tutorial. So please be there and share this information with everybody. So my dear friends, I wish each one of you a very, very happy learning. Tata, bye bye. See you in the next episode.